All right, Giuno, how's it going?
Oh, shit is smooth for the most part. I'm talking about.
That's what's up, man. You been out there doing your thing, man. You got music, mixtapes, seeing you doing a few interviews.
Yeah.
So that's what's up.
Freestyles.
Freestyles.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well, we'll get into your mixtape and everything a little bit later, man. But let's dive in and really get into your story and get to know you a little bit better. For the people who don't know, can you let them know where you're from and what was it like for you growing up?
I'm Brockton G-U-N-O, you feel me? I'm from Treetop Piru. Shit, I grew up in Compton, you feel me? You know?
How old were you when you moved to Compton?
Shit,
Were you
I was
born in
and
Compton?
raised. Yeah,
Family's from Compton.
Yeah,
Okay.
born and raised.
Were your parents in the streets too?
My pops, he from Watts. You feel me? He like the projects in Watts and shit, but he moved when we was real young, so I ain't really get my street shit from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he tried to keep you out of the streets?
For the most part. Him and my mom. But my mama was always at work and shit. So we didn't have no parental guidance. So that's when the nigga was really outside and shit, learning and doing shit we wasn't supposed to be doing.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
We got the same mom and same dad. Then I got another brother and sister. We just got the same dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they in the streets too?
Nah, if I'm not mistaken, I think they grew up like in Lancaster or San Diego, but I didn't really have a line of communication with them until like I was in prison for like 5 years. I got in contact with my sister through Facebook.
Okay, so you were the only one from your family that was in the streets besides your dad when he was younger.
Nah, hell no, I got relatives and shit, but as far as like my mama and my brother and all them, like nah. Yeah.
Okay. So growing up in Compton, man, it has a really rough reputation, man. What are some of like your earliest memories that you have in Compton?
Shit, the first time I got shot at, I was 12 years old. I was coming home from school, walking with the homies and shit. None of us was in the game at the time and shit. And we was hanging out in the alley smoking weed and shit. And some of the ops for that neighborhood, they came through and shit, start shooting or whatever. I got scanned by the bullet. One of the homies, he actually got shot at through and through. You feel me? And after that, that's when I started gangbanging.
Now, so they just thought you were already gangbanging because of where you lived and where you were at?
Yeah. They thought we was from that hood where we was hanging out at.
Damn, and only 12 years old.
Yeah.
But you already knew everybody, I take it.
I mean, hell, for the most part, I grew up over there and shit. So I knew everybody that was from that hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so what was the put on like?
Shit, what you mean? What you mean, what was it like?
How many fades did you have to run? Did you get jumped?
It was 2.
2 fades?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did your life change after you got put on?
Shit, I started going to jail a lot.
Yeah, at that young, what was the first thing you got arrested for?
My first arrest was a GTA. Yeah.
Okay.
I just got probation for that. It was nothing.
What's school like for you at this time?
Shit, my mama was trying to keep me out the streets, so every time I get in trouble, she'd like send me with one of my uncles or whatever, but that shit didn't work neither.
So your mom's sending you away. You're still getting in trouble, you know.
Yeah.
Are you doing good in school at all? Are you getting good grades? Are you getting bad grades? Are you ditching?
Yeah, I was ditching a lot, fighting a lot. The best grade I think I had was an A, and that was from PE. Yeah.
There you go. All you gotta do is get dressed.
Yeah.
Okay, high school rolls around. What high school do you go to?
Shit, I went to Belmont High School in LA. I went to Compton Saya, and then the rest was in jail.
The rest were in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, now, I've heard about like in Compton and LA, like there'll be certain schools that are like blood schools and Some schools are Crip schools, you know, like what was it like for you at school?
Shit. Um, it wasn't like it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't like where it's mandatory that I gotta take my strap to school because I gotta worry about these ops, or it wasn't no shit like that because I had homies from my hood that was going to the same school as well. You feel me? So that wasn't never no issue.
Okay. And did you graduate?
Nah,
Okay.
hell no.
What happened?
Shit, I went to jail in 11th grade.
Okay. For a long time?
Yeah, I did 13 years
13 years. Okay.
straight
What'd you get busted for?
for a hot one.
Oh, shit. Okay. Take me through that, man. Like, you know, you get arrested and you know what's the emotions like when all that's going down?
Shit, I had just turned 17. I was already on the run from probation when the situation had occurred. And I caught the case. I went to juvenile halls for a year. I turned 18. They sent me to the county. Then probably like 6 months after that, I got convicted. Then I went to the pen.
Did you take it to trial?
Yeah, I went to trial. Yeah, hell yeah.
Took it to trial, got convicted. Now, were they trying to give you life?
Yeah, they was trying to give me 60 years and 2 life sentences.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're fighting this case, man. It's a pretty serious charge. You know, did they ever offer you a deal or
Nah,
they didn't offer you no deal, no
Nope.
nothing?
hell no.
Oh, people were telling on you?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. Witnesses or just like homies?
The people
and
that was
shit?
with me.
The people that were with you.
Yeah.
Oh, so they had witnesses, okay.
Yeah, they got caught probably like 15 minutes later after the shooting. One of them had the bullets that go to the gun on this person. They took him to the station for questioning. It wasn't us, it was him. Woo, woo, like, yeah. That type shit.
That whole story is on Swamp Stories.
Okay, Swamp Stories.
Yeah.
Okay, we might as well mix it in together. Okay, so what's on? What are they talking about on Swamp Stories? Also, is there anything on there that we haven't touched on?
Shit, they pretty much talk about like the hood and the hoods we beef with and shit. And then they talk about my case, like, you feel me? They giving you the details and shit of what transpired, how it transpired and shit like that.
Was it accurate?
Some of it, most of it.
Okay.
Man.
What can you talk about? What wasn't accurate? If you can't talk about it, it's cool. I don't know what's cool to talk about or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much, like, you could tell, like, they really, like, went to the courts type shit and got the paperwork and read it from the paperwork and then presented it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, shout out to Swamp Stories because, you know, they got it right. You feel me? They know what's up.
But a couple things they got wrong.
Huh?
A couple things they got wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't come to the source. You feel me?
They should have reached out to you.
Yeah, I was in prison. They released that shit like a month before I paroled.
Okay.
My wife actually the one who told me about it and shit.
That must have been crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Swamp Stories, famous and shit.
Scary too.
That's like a bridge of security type shit. And I didn't get no check for it.
A lot of people know your business.
Yeah. But it's cool though.
They put your real name in there, I think you said.
Yeah, my real name.
Uh,
My whole government.
Damn.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. They didn't know who I was. They just read the paperwork and shit. I'm like, okay, this dude from Treetop, like, woo, woo. You know, that demo was like one of the biggest demos in the city around that time, you feel me? So, you know, they capitalized off of it.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking you're probably like in a level 3, level 4.
No, I was on the level 4 when I was fresh 18, all the way until I paroled.
Mm.
Yeah, I was a fuck up.
What's that like?
What, level 4?
Yeah, you get there. You're only 18 years old, you said.
Yeah, I was
When
18.
19 years old, you get to prison. That's pretty young. Level
Yeah.
4.
For sure.
So you're in there with, you know,
Yeah.
the serious motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's for real. But I was blessed to hit the yard with one of my older homies and shit that was already down like 20 years. You feel me? So I moved in the cell with him. He laced the nigga boots up and got me right. You feel me? That's how I was able to survive prison without being DP, ran off no yards, running up dope desks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think was like your first situation that was like, okay, damn, this shit gets wild?
My first yard, I seen a white boy get stabbed. Almost got smoked and shit. Then my second yard, I had a squabble with one of the homies and shit. Cause Blood like was trying to run a certain type of program that nigga I wasn't with. You feel me? So Blood tried to go behind my back type shit and get at the YGs like and try to make it seem like nigga I'm running my own program trying to get me DP and shit. So I called Win and I got at him about it. You feel me? On the yard and shit. And we laid that motherfucker down. I'm sad. Yeah.
Do you end up going to the hole?
Nah, that's just a mutual combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, you just sign the chronos and shit and then they put y'all back on the yard.
Okay. Now you're in there, and so what was your original sentence?
My original sentence, it was murder and 3 attempts, but I ended up getting found guilty for manslaughter and a gun charge.
Okay. And how many years did they originally sentence you to?
They gave me 11 years for the manslaughter, then they gave me a 10-year gun enhancement. But I even caught time in prison and shit, like 4 years. But I ended up getting released like on my 13th year because I caught my case as a juvenile and some laws had changed in my favor. That's how I was able to get out. I supposed to still be in there right now as we speak.
A lot of laws been changing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys have been getting out. Yeah. So a lot of changes and you get out earlier than what you were expected, man.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel?
Like a blessing. It was a blessing.
Yeah.
I was still young, still vibrant, you feel me? And yeah, I came home with a plan and I got straight to it.
Okay, so you get home and do you work? Do you try to get a job? What do you do? What's the first thing you do?
Yeah, I had got a job and shit probably like my second week out. Then I got my own apartment and shit, probably like another week or so after that. Yeah.
At what point do you get the big tattoo on your neck?
I got that in prison after I did my first shoe turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 15 months in the shoe.
What's that like?
A lot of people think like, oh, the hole, going to the hole in the shoe is bad or whatever. But honestly, for me, that was like some of the most peaceful time that I did in prison. I had a smooth ass celly, a homie Ray B from Bunny Hunters. That was my celly back there and shit. We was big chilling. That shit was smooth.
Like when you're in there, man, do you have like, what did they give you? Do you have books to read at all?
In the shoe?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. In prison, like you can get books from like other homies and shit, but they don't give you books. Like if you want books, you gotta order them like off Amazon type shit.
Even for the shoe though, but you can't have books in the shoe?
Yeah, you can have books in the shoe. You can have your TV in the shoe.
Oh, okay.
Your CD player in the shoe.
Just no yard. You just
No,
don't
you
ever.
get yard. You just in the big ass dog cage. They're like dog cages.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
For like a half hour.
Man, that shit be long as like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Well, it probably
Maybe 2 hours.
Is it different for different places? Then I take it.
In the shoe?
Yeah, because I definitely done seen this like 23 and a half hour lockdown. I've definitely
in
heard
the shoe,
about that.
you locked down. Like when you leave your cell, you cuffed up to go shower and you go right back to your cell. You ain't, only time you leave in your cell, you got a medical slip, call, or you go in the yard or the shower. That's it. You're not coming out that cell.
Right. You were just talking about the cages that they.
Yeah, on the yard.
Right. Right. Once a day, right?
Nah, that shit be like probably like every other day or like 3 times a week type shit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you said that was the most peaceful time.
Yeah, for me, that
'Cause
shit was smooth.
No, not a lot of people to get into it with, I guess.
It's more or less like you ain't gotta really worry about the politics. 'Cause every day on the yard, it's like bullshit shit like that's coming up that you just gotta address and politic out. That shit be like, that shit weak.
Yeah.
That
Damn.
shit weak as like.
Well, you get out and you start rapping. Like when did you start rapping? Were you rapping before you went to prison?
I started actually writing songs and being serious with it in 2015 when I was doing that shoe term I was just talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you start getting serious with music. You get out.
Uh-huh.
You know, did you take it more serious at that point?
That was my plan. Like when I get out, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I had homies that told me like if you go home, bro, and you don't pursue that shit or shoot your shot at that shit, like you a waste of talent, fool. Don't come back, bro. You got it. You feel me? So I paroled December 8th. The same day my homie Slim 400 got killed. And then
So how'd you meet Slim?
I've been knowing Slim since I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Since I was a kid, I was like a baby kid.
So before you got put on the hood, you and Slim knew each other.
I knew a lot of my homies before I got put on the hood. Hell yeah. And he was one of them.
Do you have a favorite story with Slim 400?
Yeah, one day I was in the hood, he came and got me. He telling me like, man, he asked me if I had a spray can. I'm like, yeah. He like, man, the ops, they hit up on his granny garage and shit. Ooh. So we just gonna go around the hood and we gonna hit up. So boom, we hit up and shit. He dropping me back off because he had somewhere to go. So I'm like, all right, so we went to our last wall. But before I get in the car, I stop, I see some tagging on the ground. So I start hitting up on the ground and shit. Excuse me. He like, man, come on, G, blood. Ooh. See, that's why the homies don't like take you nowhere. Like, ooh, you always be doing extra shit. Like, ooh. I'm sad. Then he dropped me off and shit. And that was that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so you get paroled.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, on the same day, this is the day that Slim 400 passed away.
Yeah, correct.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
Long live the homie.
Yeah, long live Slim 400, man. I was fortunate enough to interview him a couple times, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good dude.
He was, man. He was, man. And he was just going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was just making his way, man.
He worked for it.
He did.
He did.
He was definitely a hustler, man. All right, so you get out of prison, and what are you doing? Are you going straight to the booth, or you know what I mean? Like, are you trying to work?
Well, I got a job and shit, like probably like a week and a half after I paroled. So once I had my income coming in, that's when I started booking studio time. The February 8th is when I uploaded my first music video. It's called Flatline. Yeah, and then I never stopped after that. I kept dropping shit, visuals and singles and shit.
Just kept going.
Yeah, I just kept going.
Okay. Well, YG is from Treetop, man. You know, do you know YG, or how long have you guys known each other?
I've been knowing YG for a while too. I was actually there when he got put on and shit.
Oh, okay.
I had just got out of camp. I was in Camp Carl Horton. I did like 6 months. And then on the hood day and shit, that's when Blood got put on and shit. Like 2008.
All right.
Yep, 2008.
Okay. Is that like a time when like a lot of dudes get put on? Is like on the hood day?
Yeah. 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 It don't matter like what time it is if a motherfucker finna get put on the hood. We ain't gotta wait to the hood day just to put this dude on.
That's like the best time to do it though, because everybody be there. But homies just, whenever you get it, you get it.
This Flame 500 though, by the way.
Flame 5.
Oh yeah, who do you have with you?
This Flame
Flame
500.
500?
This Lady Treetop.
Lady Treetop,
Lady
man.
G1. My wife.
Good to meet you guys. Well, we met a while ago. Yeah. YG, is he rapping at the time? Does he have a buzz at the time? Or is he just a homie that, you know what I'm saying, you guys know and put on?
Nah, he was rapping at the time. He had a cool little buzz. He was performing at high schools and shit. And a little bit after that, that's when he started performing at clubs and shit. Yeah, he was bragging, but when he blew up, like when he had his first song, Tooted and Booted, I was already in jail fighting my murder. Yeah, so I missed that whole little wave when he
You
was
missed
on.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
Damn.
that ratchet area.
Yeah.
That ratchet area, I was gone. Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked, man. But okay, but you get out, he's blowing up, you know what I'm saying? He done had a long career at this point, man. So what's that like, reuniting or, you know what I'm saying, hanging back out with him?
Man, he looked out for me though a couple times when I was in prison and shit. Shot a nigga some dollars. Yeah. The first time I seen him when I got out the pen was he texted me the same night though. I got out. He texted me, "Welcome home, gang," and all that, like 12 and shit. But the first time that I actually had beat him, it was at Slim funeral. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Cause yeah, right when you got out, he was killed. So yeah.
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 Damn.
Cause I was still shell shocked from being isolated all them years, then coming home. So I wasn't hanging out and shit. Like I was like spooked to even go outside at nighttime and shit. So that was the first thing that I actually popped out to was Slim funeral and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're going out more after that.
Yeah.
Going outside a little bit more.
Yeah. Gradually I started adapting back to society and shit. Yeah. Figuring out what's going on, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it can be rough. I had a homeboy, he got out of he did 8 years, got out of prison, and so he tried to walk into a grocery store and he just couldn't do it. He had to walk right out that mother.
Yeah, PTSD.
Yeah.
Motherfucker can't be in crowds and shit. You can't watch everybody. Then the nigga don't like people behind him and shit, especially motherfuckers you don't know. Like, that's a breach of security.
Yeah. It kind of freaked him out. It took him a while. He adjusted though.
Yeah. February 8th, 2 months after I paroled from prison is when I uploaded.
Your first video.
Yeah, Flatline.
Flatline. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you doing any interviews or anything at the time?
Nah, hell no. Nobody didn't know who I was as far as music go and shit. So I didn't have no interviews, no podcasts. That shit didn't come until like a year later.
Well, you and Snoopy Badazz started having some issues.
Huh?
What all happened with that?
Man, Snoopy Badazz. And it's straight up. But so what had happened was, I guess this clown went online or whatever and got a what's that shit called? Yeah, a appellant summary. You feel me? And put it out there on this little platform talking about I told on the case that I went to prison for and did all that time for. So that's where that situation came in at. Goofy ass nigga.
So basically what happened was he went on No Jumper.
I went on No Jumper.
And on No Jumper, someone else, not even him, which was G-Face, brought up Snoopy Badazz name.
The fact that he's a snitch pretty much.
G Uno actually said if we ain't see the paperwork, you can't speak on it because that's politics. If you've never seen the paperwork with your own two eyes,
You can't
you
call,
can't
a
call
nigga
nobody
a
a
snitch.
snitch. Everybody know that. So he had even said
I
that on the
never
interview.
seen no paperwork, so at this time, so I was even asking them that was at the table, like, did you see the paperwork? Did you see the paperwork? Like, you feel me? Because I can't condone that. Like, you feel me? Calling nobody a snitch, blood. That's a serious offense. You feel me? So
once that happened, he reached out to G Uno on Instagram and told him he had 24 to 48 hours to give him a public apology. And if he didn't, he was going to air out the appellant summary that he found online, which wasn't official court documents. It wasn't the
no
truth.
statement. It was no statement from me.
He basically said he was going, because everybody calling him a snitch, which he is, because it's on black and white and paperwork. He's saying that in the recording, I'm going to make you feel how I feel.
It's pretty much the intro on my
Of the
new
mixtape.
mixtape, Still Thuggin'. That's his bitch ass
That's
on
Snoopy
there. That's
Badazz
the message
recording.
that he sent me and shit.
Okay.
Talking about he want a public apology.
So since he didn't apologize to him, he did a YouTube video with reading out the appellant summary that he read, but never mentioned that it was two people who turned state evidence against him on that same case.
That got full immunity.
Damn.
Full
Yes.
immunity.
So he left out some big
who the
facts
fuck I tell
to
on?
try to make
Stupid
him
nigga.
seem like
You
he
feel
a
me?
snitch. But that case was a big case in Compton, which
It was
everybody,
big.
all the Pirus,
I went
even
viral.
Crips even know
Before
about that
viral
case.
even was viral.
Like, yeah, it was a
Yeah.
big case. So
That shit.
in 2009, he wasn't being called a snitch. He went to prison, didn't get called a snitch. Now all of a
13
sudden,
years on a 180, level 4 yard.
Snoopy Badazz,
Come on,
he
blood.
come up with this paperwork to try to, I don't know, down his character, whatever people do to hate or whatever.
You know how hoes do these days. They do shit. Try to stay relevant.
Shit, after a month later, blood was like, tell Uno, shit, we could catch that fade. Nigga, a whole month later, blood,
Clown shit.
washed up.
Straight clown shit. Weirdo. Then the nigga remember blood like talking about I was trying to his baby mama. I'm like, blood, don't nobody want that bitch. Nigga, you stupid. You crazy. He's a weirdo, fool. Straight weirdo.
And you guys haven't been able to resolve your issues or anything.
I haven't even talked to the weirdo. He really like a female, like blood like to talk. So if you try to have a conversation with him, all he doing is yap, 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 yap. But then when it's your turn to talk, he do shit like hang up.
Yeah, ain't no talking. It's just he just want to keep talking, talking, and then hang up on Bonton.
Blood hung up. Piru. He's a bitch. Straight up. Don't bleep that out.
Nah, I got you. All right. Well, Crip Mac.
Yeah.
You wanted to box Crip Mac.
Yeah.
Okay. Take me through that. What all happened?
So pretty much, him and Bosco 100, they was supposed to box.
That's right.
For 10 bands.
I remember that.
I don't know.
They both said each other backed out, I believe.
I don't know. I ain't get that far and too deep into that shit. However, I don't know the reason why Bosco didn't want to squad with that man. You feel me? So that's when I was like, well, shit, Blood don't want to squad with Blood. You feel me? For them 10 bands, nigga, I'll do it. P phone. That would have been an easy 10 bands that I ever would have made in my life. Shit, so why not? I'm sad.
But it didn't happen? Crip Mac,
Nah, it didn't happen. Their excuse was I didn't have enough followers and shit, you know. Just a pretty way to pretty much turn it down. That's all that was. You feel me? Because not too long after that, the nigga go to the Niggersons and box one of the homies from over there and shit. You feel me?
Yep. I interviewed them both about it.
Yeah, you feel me? So I don't know. You know, I don't know what to say about that, because the homie who he fought, like I went to his Instagram after I seen that, and nigga, he had like 500 followers. At that time, my shit was in the thousands. You feel me? So how y'all using, I ain't got enough followers, is the reason why you don't want to get in the gloves with me. So that was just a pretty way to turn it down. You feel me?
I hear you. I hear you.
Then when I did my No Jumper interview, Adam 22 called Blood on FaceTime. He said he was gonna do it, and nothing still never came of it.
Was it him or was it just
No, it was him.
putting it together? Too. You got to get people to put up the money.
He didn't
and everything.
put forth no effort. That could have easily been done. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted
He
though.
said, yeah, on that interview.
Yeah, he said, but he didn't want to. He didn't really want to do it.
Well, unfortunately, Crip is locked up now.
Yeah, the same day I bailed out and shit, somebody in the court tanks, well, not the court tank, but the tanks they place you in when you finna get processed out, somebody was telling me and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they originally said he was looking at like 15 years, but now what's up is it's a state case.
Mm-hmm.
The state dropped it.
The feds picked it up.
The feds picked it up.
Yeah.
So, pretty messed up, man. You know, what do you think when you see something like that happen, man?
I mean, shit. That's actually what I'm out on bail for, right now.
Shit.
2 straps in a vest. They on the set, so. I mean, it's good because it's like motherfuckers out here trying to protect their lives and their loved ones and shit. But the system, like, arresting us for that. It's up, bro.
It is. It's real up, man. Then the feds come in when they can like quadruple your time and shit for something that the state, if it had stayed a state case, it'd been like a year.
Yeah.
Now he's probably gonna do, I think last I heard was like at least 5, 4 or 5 years and shit. So they're just, they're looking for ways to just people however they can.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, shit. Well, good luck with your case, man.
Yeah, thank you.
G-Face. So you and G-Face were cool at one point.
Yeah.
How'd you guys link up? How'd all that come together?
Shit, one of my homies in the pen sent me some shit that G-Face had going on, some type challenge type shit. And the homie was like, man, get in that shit, bro. You gonna win. So I did the shit. I end up being one of the ones that won. Me and another dude supposedly had tied for it or whatever. So we go to the studio, we record the song, record a video, record another song, and shoot a music video. And yeah, he was with me after that.
Okay. You were there when he did the interview on No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you guys had a falling out.
I mean, I guess you could say that. After the snitch allegations was brought up against me, I went and got my paperwork like a real nigga should. You feel me? And so I called G-Face. I'm like, hey, look, blood, I got my paperwork, fool. Nigga hit Adam 22. Tell Adam 22 I need another interview, blood, so I can put my paperwork out there. This nigga responds to me like, oh, I ain't your lawyer. Like, woo, like, what? Blood, you's a weirdo. My wife like, man, hang up on that nigga. I hung up on blood and shit. I ain't talked to that nigga since.
Damn. All right, well.
Then that's when all that shit started coming out on him. I'm like, oh, all right. That's funny.
Growing up in Compton and being from Treetop, man, what's it like being from like a famous hood, such a famous hood?
Shit is regular to me. Shit, I never had fame, so nigga, I was really like in the trenches and shit, thugging. So It was regular.
Whenever I put treetop in the headline,
Yeah.
it does a little bit better than normal. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Top
Yeah.
game.
So it's a it's a popular
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah, for sure.
It's popular, but it's small.
Yeah, yeah. You got any plans to sell any merch or anything? And you got a mixtape coming up.
I just dropped the mixtape probably like 6 days ago or something. It's called Still Thuggin'.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that a little bit. You know, like any features.
Yeah, I got a feature with Stupid Young. I got 2 songs with Stupid Young on there. Bobby Love, the dude, he the homie from Fruitown. He writes songs for Chris Brown and shit. He sent me a song I got on there and shit. And that's about it. I got my wife on one of the interludes. I got Snoopy bitch ass on the intro. Yeah, but that's about it.
You got him on the intro.
Yeah, Snoopy bitch ass on the intro.
What do you got him saying?
The recording that this gay ass had sent me.
And I know you gonna try to act like this don't bother you, but I know it do though. So, nigga, we gonna do this like this, bro. On some Piru shit, nigga. You a homie, blood. And I'm not gonna do no shit because I'm not a clout chaser. But my nigga, you got like 24 to 48 hours, bro, to issue me a public apology, my nigga. If I don't get a public apology from you, blood, I'm finna air this shit out. You can say you didn't tell, you can say whatever. The public's gonna look at this different. I'm gonna let you see how it feels to be me, my nigga, since you jumping on the internet. So, you can give me the public apology, or I could just put this paperwork out there on my platform. It's up to you, Piru. You let me know, blood.
Straight clown shit.
And you say you didn't even really speak on it or say anything.
Yeah, I ain't never said nothing about that dude, except that he wasn't the king of Compton. Nigga, you not even from the city. You wasn't even born and raised. Nigga, you never went to a high school. You never even lived out there. How the f you proclaiming to be the king of that, nigga? Come on, bro. Make it make sense. But that was the only thing I said about him. You feel me?
As far as what he said, just let the paperwork do the talking.
My nigga's a bitch. He blocked me on Instagram. All kind of weirdo whole shit.
You got a mixtape out.
Yeah, still thugging.
Okay. And what are your future plans?
Shit, right now, I'm supposed to be having some meetings with some people and shit. Talking about a record deal and all that. So if shit sound right, if shit makes sense, then a nigga gonna around and sign.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
And then you was asking me about my merch.
If you got any merch?
Yeah, before I had went back to the bounty for the strap cases, me and my wife, we was putting that shit together for the merch and shit. So we still in the works with that, but it's coming soon though, for sure. Most definitely.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Anything else you guys want to touch on? Flame?
Shit, well, we got a tape coming, me and G Uno. You feel me? Shit, it's in the works right now. It's gonna go up. You feel me? At the end of the day,
Big bracket.
everything about that we're gonna put on for the biddy.
That's what it's called?
What?
Big Bracken?
Hey, we might. Yeah.
That's all right there.
No, we ain't got no name yet.
I gave you guys the name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna go up.
There you go.
This actually one of my first features that I ever had. Flame. We got a song together called Hot As Me.
Oh, okay.
Music video and all that is out. So if they want to go check it out, they can go check that out.
Yeah, we slide through the biddy on that one.
So they can see how we coming.
Definitely check that one out,
4
man.
to 5.
All right.
For sure, for sure. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
What you want to say? That's it.
Shit, man. Support the homie, blood. We gonna go up. He gonna go up. Feel me? Let's get these dividends.
All right.
That's what it is. Check out that new mixtape.
Still Thuggin' is out now. Stream, download, share, like, all that good shit. You feel me? Block the G, you know? Nigga.
No cable.
You know what I mean? We live and direct with this shit. Is no cable.
That's what it is. Well, I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Thanks for
Cameron.
having us.
For sure, man. Definitely.
All right, thank you.
No problem. What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.